than to celebrate. Because we Antiochians care deeply and viscerally about our communities, both globally and locally. We are challenging existing paradigms and we are thinking systemically. We have become fierce warriors in the battle of justice and truth because we know that ignorance and intolerance lead to violence and disenfranchisement. We are here because we hope to mold creative, inquisitive thinkers that will bring us all to a more peaceful place. I'm privileged to work with extraordinary children who are called children with special needs. I think they're exceptional. An inherited classroom of students who've been in the system for years without an expectation for excellence because it was not thought possible. My story is a real one about how an Antioch education transformed children's lives and perhaps a department. While at Antioch, I became fascinated with emotional intelligence and its effect on achievement. I'm firmly convinced that executive function and grit are far greater indicators for future success than IQ. This has huge implications for us as educators because so often special education students have low IQs. So why are we not promoting executive function, perseverance, determination in the academic setting? There are very few models to follow, so I had to, as Fred taught us, trust the process. I have 13-year-old twins on my caseload. They've been on a modified program for most of their academic life. They lack maturity or sophistication and consistently disrupt any environment that they are in. I took a deep breath, right now. I used every skill that I've learned here. I started with the family. I involved them in the process. I included them in decision-making and encouraged their active voice in their son's education. Because of Richard's systems class, I knew that I had to get buy-in from the entire 8th grade team. In Cynthia's class, we read Le Bois, and we often discussed motivation and creating an environment where students' needs are met. So I started going to their basketball games. I met their friends. I talked to them about their dreams. I also let them know that I expected them to do grade-level work to the best of their ability. Part of the Antioch conversation with Cynthia and others has been about leadership. So together, in room D301, we established a new model for what that would look like. Sorry, I said I wouldn't get emotional, but the boys started to ask critical questions. They prepared for exams. They requested discussion groups on essay writing. Others in my class noticed that the twins were experiencing success and earning respect, and they wanted it too. The environment in the classroom changed. It was rowdy, it was out of hand, but there was a scholarly focus. The environment in the classroom was one where everyone was on board. The English teacher caught the boys in the city library one night. She was astonished. A group of boys went to recess daily at the algebra teacher's room. They begged him to help them be like other students. They did not want to be in a modified program. They wanted to be like everyone else. The science teacher came in early in the morning to teach the boys concepts of chemistry, and all the while they came each day, craving more, wanting what had been unattainable.
It's all right, go ahead.
So 3 weeks ago, the algebra teacher told an honors assembly that in 25 years of teaching, he has never seen students so motivated and publicly acknowledge the academic achievement of 4 students in my program. Special education students are rarely acknowledged for their academic performance, let alone at an honors assembly. The twins graduated with a solid B average that they earned honestly. Their success the information that I would fight for them. The team demanded excellence and helped them discover dignity and faith, and the system came together in the best of all possible ways to help these boys achieve what had been impossible. Working Working with students with special needs is like looking through a different oculus. It's like listening to a different language. I was fortunate enough as a student teacher to work with a small class of second graders, and I had 5 of them. I had just been doing a math lesson, and they were all filing out the door, and I said, "Adios, paditos, bye-bye ducks, ducklings." And the little boy turned around and he looked at me very earnestly, and he said, "Yo no soy un patito. Yo no tengo una cola." I'm not a duck. I don't have a tail. He taught me a valuable lesson that day, that we need to be mindful and listen sensitively. You guys are the creators of your own destiny. You are the fierce fighters. You are the samurai warriors in the field of education. Go out there and fight with your minds and your hearts and your soul